Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Vincent.
Today we're talking all about saving for our house down payment. So we're going to share with you how we saved for the down payment on our amazing home that we've been in for a few months now. It's a new construction home and it's our first home. So we're excited to share with you that piece of our journey. We're not going to get into things like down payment assistance programs today because that wasn't our experience, so we can't really speak on that. If you do qualify for some of those great programs out there, that's awesome, and we wish you the best, and we hope that you find the information that you need as far as down payment assistance. So we had to save our down payment completely on our own, and so we want to talk about what that process was like. And so we're going to talk about how that relates to our debt-free journey and how that relates to us getting to the point of finally living in our home.
The first thing that we really need to discuss is what is a down payment? And so a down payment is the amount of money that you decide to pay in advance towards the purchase of your home. So let's just say you are buying a $400,000 home. That's an amazing home. But you have $50,000 that you want to put towards the down payment of the home. That means the loan amount, the mortgage loan amount, is now going to be $350,000. Obviously, the more money that you put down towards a home, the lower your mortgage payment is going to be. If you put down 20% of the purchase price, that means you no longer have to pay private mortgage insurance on your loan. If you put down less, then that means you do have to pay private mortgage insurance. What is private mortgage insurance, also known as PMI? That is basically another insurance that's added on to the price of your monthly mortgage that protects the lender, so the bank, in case you default on your mortgage. And so that protects the lender. It does absolutely nothing for you. I won't say absolutely nothing, but it doesn't really benefit you as much as it benefits the lender. And so putting down 20% is amazing. But for most of us, including the two of us, 20% was well beyond our budget amount. And so we had to save how much we actually could and put that down towards the amount. Each loan type, so there's the VA loan, there's the FHA loan, there's the conventional loan, and I'm sure there's other loan types out there. They all have different terms on how much you should put down at minimum towards your down payment. VA loans, for example, they can put down $0 towards their loan, but if they want to put something down, they can. A conventional loan, like we have, the minimum, I believe, was 3.5%. That you had to put down. And so that's the absolute minimum you can put down. You can put down a lot more if you prefer. And so loan types have different requirements for down payments. The best way to figure out what your requirements are for the type of loan that you may qualify for is to go talk to a lender. I tell folks this all the time. If you have $0 in your savings account, but you know your goal is in 2 years to purchase a home, go talk to a lender today so that they can help you map out your plan. They can help you figure out what it is you need to be doing, how much you need to be saving each month, so that when you are ready to buy that $250,000 or that $300,000 or that $400,000 house, you already know how much you need to save, and you'll be in a great place once you get to those 2 years with all of your down payment money.
So we're going to talk about exactly how we saved our down payment. So I want to backtrack a little bit to our debt-free journey. Definitely check out our debt-free videos. Those are going to pop up here. And we want to make sure that we're connecting this to the full scope of our debt-free journey and what happened after that. So after we got out of debt, we continued to save. And that was a really easy continuance, not even really a transition for us, because during our debt-free journey, we got used to saving a certain amount every month, putting that towards our debt, right? So that same amount that we were throwing at our debt, even though the debt was gone, we started to build our savings with that extra money. We got used to living off of a certain amount every month, and so we didn't really have to make a lot of changes to continue to save. And so we were just saving after getting out of debt and continuing to grow that as much as we could. And as we were saving, it turned out that the interest rates in the housing market were pretty low, and it was kind of looking good in terms of being a buyer and first time buyer. So we thought, well, let's go ahead and consider buying our first home. So it kind of happened more quickly than we expected, but we just were at a really good place in terms of where the market was at the time. So we decided to go for it. So within our regular savings, we just started to make sure we were designating our down payment for our home that we wanted to get. But we want to emphasize that this is us just saving money. And that's something that we still continue to do. And that's just a big part of who we are, especially following a debt-free journey. So something else that we did to build our savings during the time when we said we were looking at the housing market and all of that, we both were working from home full time by then. And so we didn't need 2 cars, which we had at the time. So we got rid of my car, and that income from selling that car really helped to build our savings pot and build it more quickly. And so we continue to save. And just like during our debt-free journey, we would always look at where can we cut costs? What's something we don't need? Or what's a subscription we have that we don't need right now or we no longer need? And so we're consistently working our budget to make it work for our savings during this time. And so once we started actually looking at homes, we already had enough in our savings for a down payment and then some. So this is before we even knew were we going to buy a townhouse, a single family home, who was our realtor, all of that. We had a very good savings at that time. And that made us feel very comfortable looking around and not feel so on edge, and we could just kind of enjoy the experience of looking at homes. And so once we decided on our lot and our neighborhood and we were ready to go, with it being new construction, that was going to take several months for the home to be ready, right? And also during this time, we were renting an apartment and we were trying to decide, were we going to continue paying rent every month, meaning we would have had to go to a month-to-month rate because we wouldn't know exactly when we need to move out and the home's ready. And all of that was kind of just a risky decision to keep paying that. But what also was risky that we considered was moving in with family while our house was being built in order to help us really maximize our savings. And so we opted to move in with family. Now, this wasn't just kind of a lighthearted decision. We really looked at everything and all of our expenses and how much we could actually save by living with family for a few months while the house was being built. And something else that was a big factor was the family we were going to stay with is out of state. So we would also have to make sure we're saving and able to say, okay, we need to go and travel and go see our house. We need to go attend this meeting. We knew we would have a few required times that we have to come up and see the house. And just being first time and new homeowners, we wanted to check on the house as much as we could. So making those trips was something we would have to do, but that still outweighed paying that rent while we were waiting on our house. So we made a really good decision there and were able to save a good amount while we were waiting on our house. A few months later, it went by a little bit faster than, we expected. And it was still just a great time to build our savings. And that was our strategy for saving as much as possible, not just for the down payment, but there are also many other things that come with being a new homeowner and moving in and all of that. Let us know in the comments if you want us to make a video on just that, all the extra added expenses, and we'll get back to you and see if we can kind of outline all those other things that we have to pay for.
Yeah, so to summarize all of this, a lot of the reasons why we were able to save our down payment is because of the work we did well before we even decided to purchase a house. We built a habit of saving by building a habit of paying off our debts. And that really helped us really be prepared when the market was perfect for us to purchase a house. Interest rates were low. I won't say it was perfect because it was rocky, but interest rates were low. And we were prepared. We had the finances needed to go ahead and make the decision to purchase our home. And so we would really encourage you all to check out our debt-free video. We go into really great details into how we save money, we cut costs so that we could put more towards our debt. And then coming out of that, it just made it even easier for us to save for a down payment on the house. So thank you so much for checking out yet another video from us. Remember to hit that like button, that share button, and that subscribe button. And hit the little bell too if you want to be notified of when we put up new videos. We try to post every single Friday. We've gotten really good at keeping our schedule. And so we want to hear from you all. Continue to put your amazing comments in the comment section. We reply to all of them. We love helping you all navigate through this home buying journey. And so any and every question that you have, throw it down there. If we know the answer, we will definitely share our responses with you. So until next time, thank you, and we'll see you in the future. Peace.